guys, Logan here, and today I'm here to give you guys my review for a movie I went to see earlier today, The Commuter, which stars Liam Neeson and a few other actors like Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga, both from The Conjuring 1 and 2, and Sam Neill from Jurassic Park 1 and 3. And it's directed by the same guy who did 3 other Liam Neeson films, ones that I've already reviewed leading up to this one: Unknown, Non-Stop, and Run All Night. And it's about an insurance salesman named Michael, played by Liam Neeson, being on his daily routine of being on a commuter train, which soon turned into anything but a routine for him, because he was met for the first time to this mysterious woman known as Joanna, played by Vera Farmiga, and she told him the information about the money inside a bag, and as well as who was responsible for bringing the money in the bag on the train. And he was forced to find those responsible for setting him up to be the one responsible for bringing all that money on his train and all that other stuff. And he has to save the one that he was told to track down this person, whoever's responsible for all this conspiracy involving on his commuter train. Now, I was probably the only person on this planet that actually was excited to see this movie for 2 main reasons. The first one is the obvious one as well, which was this movie has Liam Neeson, starring Liam Neeson rather. The second is that this was the 4th collaboration between Liam Neeson and this film's director. So it was really nice to see a quadrilogy, I guess, the unofficial quadrilogy of Liam Neeson films that don't connect with each other. You know, Liam Neeson being an actor in 4 other films, directed by the same guy, done 4 other films that Liam Neeson was in. It was really nice. So that's one of the things that really got me excited to see this movie. And after walking out of the theater to see this film, I thought it was solid. It's not a very flawless movie, I will admit, and I will get into the issues in just a few minutes, but let's talk about the positives first. First of all, Liam Neeson. It would be kind of cliche for me to say he did a great job or he made a great performance, because he's always made great performances in like every film he was in. He's always been great in like every film he was in. Even in bad films, he still was the best part in at least those bad films he was in. But I'm just going to say this right off. He did a really good job. His performance was great. His acting skills were great as usual. He made some pretty good stunt work and all the dialogue and conversations and his character development as well. He was what carried this film for me. He really carried this film on his shoulders and all that other stuff. So even though if a film doesn't do all that well, Liam Neeson can really carry a film. And The Commuter, it's not really a bad movie, I will say. I'm not saying it's a bad movie. I'm just saying that even though a film wasn't even all that great, Liam Neeson can really carry a film, and this is one of them, or one of those films. Let's talk about a few cast members like Vera Farmiga, Patrick Wilson, and Sam Neill, and a few others that I don't know their names. Vera Farmiga, she did a pretty good job. I only know her from The Conjuring 1 and 2. I hadn't watched Bates Motel, but I heard so much about it. So, yeah, like I said, I only know her from The Conjuring 1 and 2, as well as Patrick Stewart. Both of these actors are in this movie, and they're also in The Conjuring 1 and 2, both of these actors. And Patrick Wilson did a really good job, as well as Sam Neill. Even though he didn't appear too much in the film, he still was really good. Now let's talk about the action sequences. This movie was marketed as if it's a new action thriller mystery film. A kind of action, but also a mystery. There are still some action sequences that you will see in this film. It's just that for the most part, this was I guess you could say, a mystery suspense thriller. It's much more about that. Not so much action, just more of mystery, suspense, and thriller. Speaking of suspense, what did I think about it? The suspense, it's there. It's just that it didn't really, like, got me on the edge of my seat that I thought it would. But the suspense, nonetheless, is still there, and the people behind this film did a good job. And the directing for this film was fairly decent. It's not very great, but it's not really all that terrible as well. The writing was okay. The storytelling was very similar. And that leads me to one of my gripes for this movie. And that is, this film felt way too familiar to some of the films that I've watched in the past, like Non-Stop. The storytelling alone felt very much like the storytelling in Non-Stop, which obviously the director behind this film also directed Non-Stop. So it was unsurprising to me, because this movie made me feel like I was watching Non-Stop, except with trains and not airplanes. And for that reason alone, I kind of knew what was going to happen in this film before it actually even happened, and it was slightly disappointing for me. It just didn't feel original. That's the thing with this film. It kind of lacked originality. Like, I didn't have a new story that I want to see, or read, or whatever, on the big screen, and just stuff like that. It just felt like Non-Stop to me. And I felt like the storytelling could have been more original, and could have been done better. Now, the thrilling, and the suspenseful, and the mystery aspects that this movie has within it, they were done very well. If you watch Murder on the Orient Express, even though I liked that movie, I thought it was kind of disappointing. I didn't think it really hold up as a mysteries masterpiece. It's not like that, no. So I would say, if you weren't impressed with Murder on the Orient Express, I would say this film will help you out. Because I would say this film, in terms of like mystery suspense thriller, I would say this film is better on that than Murder on the Orient Express. I mean, just as a mystery suspense thriller alone. Now, as a film, I would say Murder on the Orient Express did better on that. Just as a film in general. Now, I'm going to stop comparing this film to Murder on the Orient Express. Let's compare this film to the other three films that the director and Liam Neeson collaborated on. Where do I rank this movie among the other three films that they collaborated on? I don't know. I would say it's kind of third for me. It's above Unknown for me personally. And Run All Night and Non-Stop, I would say, are kind of tied in first place for me. Maybe Non-Stop. I'm just ranking them because I've already watched 4 of them, or 3 of them leading up to this one. So I would say this is my third favorite that they ever collaborated on. A third favorite film, I would say. So yeah, guys, overall, I would say this was a very solid mystery suspense thriller film. It's not one of the best films of the year, I will say that, but it's certainly not one of the worst films of the year either. Liam Neeson, great, as well as a few other casting members, Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga, and Sam Neill. And the sequences were really good. They're fairly decent, as well as the directing, the writing, and the acting, and a few other things. Like I said about one of my major gripes with this film, just the familiarity that this film has with Non-Stop and all that stuff, just lacking originality. Beyond that, I had fun watching this movie. It was more watchable than it could have been, in my opinion, and it's also much more watchable than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to give The Commuter a Gold Medal of Honor. At first, I thought I was going to give this movie a Silver Medal of Honor simply because of, like I had said, it's not one of the best films of the year so far. But after thinking about it too much, I would say that Gold Medal of Honor is probably a worthy Medal of Honor I would give this movie for. So, yeah. So anyway, guys, that is my review for The Commuter, starring the one and only Liam Neeson. Make sure you check out my Liam Neeson reviews series. A series that I've done reviews for Liam Neeson films that I've either watched before or haven't leading up to this film. So go on that playlist and just watch my whole series of Liam Neeson reviews. I had a lot of fun doing them. So, yeah, that's pretty much all. So anyway, guys, that's about it. If you guys enjoyed my review, please click the like button. And if you have already seen this movie in theaters, comment down below to let me know what you think of The Commuter. Did you like it? Did you thought it was okay? Or did you not like it? And let me know in the comment section below, what is your favorite Liam Neeson film? And if you enjoyed what you've seen here and you want to see future videos from me, please click the subscribe button and turn on that notification bell so that you never miss a video. And I will see you guys in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad. And as always, fight the good fight. Or
if you don't, I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you.